Another fine day, another wonderful day, another beautiful day, and we get together and have conversations with people who are impacting our community. Have conversations with people who are doing wonderful things for our community. It's a big one. It's a huge one. It's going to be interesting. I've had a chance to spend at least 3 4 days with him, and never in my whole life will I imagine someone this big will be this simple, this humble, want to take pictures, want to talk, want to teach, want to just share everything they have with everyone. Welcome on Toridey, boss.
Hey, well, hey, I'm pleasure to be here, brother. I feel the same way about every single one of you guys. It was a pleasure working in the hot sun. Normally, I get frustrated when I get hot, but I have to be honest. Every single person was so kind and courteous and polite and respectful and professional. So it was easy for me to stay on my P's and Q's. I felt like I had to. It was a wonderful experience. Wonderful.
Uh, I don't even know where to start. Growing up, watching your movies, and then when I saw you, there was first the shock. I was like, okay, what am I even going to say? What am I supposed to do? But thank God, like I said, you were so receptive and it made everything easy for me. But I want to start from how does it feel being Miguel Nunez?
Feels great. No, I was kidding. No, it's just I do it. I don't know. I'm just me. I've been me since I got in the business, and it's like you said. I mean, I love people. So there's a difference between being an actor who likes the business but don't like people who like the business. I like the business. I like people first. So I like hanging out with people, talking to people, conversing with people. I'm a people person. So it's a difference between an actor who's a people person and
Mhm.
an actor who's doing it for the business. I've never done it for the business. I've done it for the people. So that's why I have fun every single day, as you saw.
Tell us a little bit about you. How did you get into movies?
Wow. I took the hard route. I mean, ever since I was a kid, everything I told everybody who would listen that I was going to run away to Hollywood as soon as I graduate. I said, I'm going to be a movie star. And everybody told me it's impossible. There is absolutely no way possible that you can do it. You're skinny, you're ugly, you're poor, and you're black. That's what I heard.
Mhm.
But I use that as fuel. I don't think any person, and this goes for everybody out there, don't let anybody tell you what you are capable of doing or not doing. Every time somebody told me that, it went in one ear and went out the other. And so I did actually run away. I was living on a farm in North Carolina.
Mhm.
And as soon as I graduated in June, July, September, October. 3 months later, I ran away to California. Uh, Little did I know what I was doing. I had a dream, and I
Mhm.
just went out for the dream. I saw getting on the bus in North Carolina and where I am now. I saw it as clear as day. I knew beyond a shadow of doubt, absolutely 100% it was going to happen. I saw getting on that bus and where I am now. Everything in between, I didn't plan for, I didn't even think about because it didn't matter to me because I knew the end. I knew I was going to make it. I
Mhm.
knew I was going to be where I am. I knew I was going to be successful. So whatever happened, and then I was obviously going to have to figure it out. I figured it out because I made it. So, but when I landed in Los Angeles, and I only had $2 to my name, and that was the first time I realized the seriousness of what I had done. And I ended up sleeping behind the bus station. I slept behind the bus station. It was freezing, and I ended up just walking around, and I didn't really know what to think. I'd never been to a major city. I mean, I was born in New York, but was
Mhm.
given to my grandparents at 3. I just didn't know what to think. So I literally walked around for days, just like I didn't know. And I was actually sleeping on a park bench because it was raining. Some guy was like, "Hey, little guy," because I was really little. I looked like maybe 12. And he was like, "What are you doing out here in the streets, bro?" And I said, "My name is Miguel Nunez," and I talked like this when I first got there. My nickname was Country Boy. And I said, I came here to be a movie star." And he goes, "Oh," and I didn't understand why everybody I told that went, "Ah." So he told me, said, "Listen, you got to get out of the streets. You got to go to." So I went to a union rescue mission. There's a union rescue mission is a big place here in LA, but when I did, it was like a little room about this big, full of
Mhm.
bums. And I was sleeping in there on a chair, and you wake up in the morning scratching. I had to wake up, I had lice all over me, and they had to take your clothes off. They spray you with poison, then they wash your clothes, and and I suffered through everything I had to do. I ended up getting a job, and then one day I was on a bus, and some guy sitting on the bus going, and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm an actor, and I'm getting ready to go to this cattle call thing for a commercial." And I said, "Hey, my name is Miguel Nunez. I'm 640 Cemetery Street, Wilson, North Carolina. I came here to be an actor." And he said, "All right, look, okay." So he said, "What is that?" He said, "This is a resume." I said, "Can I say?" He said, "Yeah, you can keep it. You're gonna have to get a resume, and you're gonna have to get pictures. You're gonna have to get an agent, blah blah blah." I said, "Okay." So he gets off the bus, and I see him going into a park, but I saw movie cameras. So the next block I got off, I took the resume he gave me and went into a copy place and whited his name out, put my name on his resume. I went back and got in line, and I got that commercial. Wow. But I didn't know, I'm like, I told him. So the guy was like, "How do you get it? Who you did it?" And I said, "That guy right there." He told me. He was like, "You got it?" And then he was like, "You got an agent?" I said, "No." He said, "Look, I'll take him to my agent." So he took me to his agent. I went in there and said, "Hey, my name is Miguel Nunez. I'm 640 Cemetery Street. I came here to be a movie star." And okay, stop. He said, "You know what? I like you. I'm gonna sign you." Of course you did, because it was a lot of money, which I didn't know. I was like, "You can have all that money. I don't want to be on no commercial thing. I want to be in movies and TV. I want to be on TV." He said, "Well, commercial is on TV." So he signed me, and I think the next 40 auditions he sent me out, all major projects. I probably got next 45 projects. I probably got 41 of them, and I never stopped working from that point on.
Juwanna,
every audition.
Juwanna Mann, so many years later, how do you feel about the project?
I think it's one of the projects that's done the most for me, because and a friend of mine, Eddie Murphy, was saying, because we were traveling with it, and if we go to, I was just recently in New Orleans, and they had to bring the police horse to get me out, and Eddie, we were going somewhere, he was like, "Ah, damn. When did this movie come out?" If I go to Atlanta airports, you would think that movie came out Friday, and it came out in 2006. It's the same reaction as if I did that movie yesterday. If people all over the world loved it, every race, every country, even in Africa, this lady said, "Oh, it's Juwanna Mann. Juwanna Mann, you talk to my mom." And then they called me all the way to Africa, and they love it. And it's far-reaching. It did a lot for my career. And we are actually in the process of doing part 2 as we speak.
Well, and I was going to ask you if you guys are planning to do a part 2.
Yep, there we go. Yes, sir. We're doing it. We're actually in development right now.
Wow. And now, one thing I liked about you, working with you these few days, is the fact that, like I said earlier, you interact with everyone, and you've worked with people not only in America but also like in Africa.
Yes.
How was it working with people like
AY.
G Money, AY, and
it was actually, I think it's probably one of the most top 3 pleasurable moments I've ever had on any. I've done over 140 movies of every film I've ever been in. It's the same thing. My African brothers, I find one thing about African people, which I love so much, and that's why I'm planning to move there. I don't know where, but I'm planning to move there, is everybody is so, I don't even want to say nice. It's like, it's not even there. Like, people here, you know if they're trying to be nice. It's like everybody in Africa are just nice. They're not trying to be like you guys. Everything was accommodating for everybody. You try to make it pleasant. And people here in America, they try to make it pleasant for themselves. They seek to make themselves pleasurable first. Then they try to make everybody. And people from Africa, they try to make the whole experience pleasurable for everybody. And that's the difference. And working with AY, G Money, it was awesome. We did 2 movies. Yeah. Number one in Nigeria.
Wow. Now you're in Texas. You want to tell us why you're in Texas?
I'm in Texas to launch my new shoe line, and it is Man by Miguel, MBM. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I was looking to do a shoe, so I had to go online and do research, because I didn't want just a regular shoe. I want something that was stylish, that was well made, and unique, and classy, and affordable, and something that will last. So I went online, I was looking at all these different shoes. The man in India made some shoes, they make them in India, they make them here. And I came across a company, GFL. And when I went to looked up GFL, I looked at the shoes, and those were the flyest shoes I've ever seen. And then I saw the process of how they do them in Italy, when they make them by hand. They're well made, they're well built, and they're all unique. And so we made a unique pair for Dave Chappelle, Terrence Howard, Ernie Hudson, Snoop. We're making all special shoes for them. And, once I got with GFL, it just took off to a whole nother level. And that's why I'm here. The headquarters is here. If you're looking for a really good shoe, go to manbymiguel.com. Check out the shoes. I promise you, they're awesome. And they're really well made and they last.
Why did you decide to invest in shoes and not maybe other But I know you have other products that you've invested in.
Yeah. But no, shoes is because every time I go to celebrities' houses, everybody got, even you look online, the women and men, the same thing, racks of shoes, sneakers and shoes and everything. And I have a lot of shoes as well. And most people, that's one of the things that everybody treasures, their shoes, because it's one of the first things people noticed. And women will tell you that, go online. They'll say, well, the first thing I notice is shoes, or if you got cracked up shoes, and they let move past you, which is materialistic. But people look at your shoes at first. First thing they do is look at your shoes. That's what I believe.
Wow. Now, what is the thing about you feel like people still don't understand? And probably if they get to understand that, they'll maybe exploit you better than we are exploiting you today.
That's a good question. I can't answer that one. I really don't know. I don't really. I mean, everybody pretty much. If you go online, everybody knows me because I'm an open book. I say what I feel. I've been the exact same. I've seen so many people, and I'm friends with lots of actors and celebrities, and they change in a certain way through time. You ask anybody, go online, you'll find probably 1 million people. I've been exactly the same because being me is the only person, best person I know how to be. So I don't try to be anybody else. So what you see is what you get.
Now, with the past 3 days, one thing I've learned from you is you're celebrating every other brother you have. Whether it's a Dimorphy, whether it's Terrence, whether it's Smith, whether like you're talking about them positively every chance you have. Why do you do that?
I'd like to give credit where credit is due. I like to, because a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people they don't understand. So I give everybody credit. I give everybody praise who deserve it. Even sometimes if they don't serve it. Because no matter what every person you meet, there is something good you can say about that person. But most people in America, they always look to the negative. Like we were out there the other day, and like you said, I'm positive about everything. Yeah, why it's so hot? They would look for the negative about everything. And listen, it's gonna be that way. Why this and that? It's gonna be that way. And you don't have to deal with that. You just can still stay within your own reasonable self. I don't let my exterior factors ever control my external. I never let my external control my internal. It's never going to make me change my idea about you. It's never going to change my idea about this person from exterior factors, period.
You talked a lot about Africa. Are you hoping to move?
I absolutely love Africa. And right now in America, as you know, we're so polarized with Democrats, Republicans, MAGA, Make America Great Again. We are just the most polarized, divisive country. And they're taking away rights and taking away and knocking them down every single day while giving billions for wars. Billions of dollars every day, or every doggone month they're giving for wars, and yet they keep cutting and cutting and cutting. Subways look like trash receptacles. Bus stops, everything is just going. And I think, and there's so many wealthy African Americans that I know are looking and seeking somewhere else to go. And if Trump wins the president, there's going to be an exodus. So, and I'm looking at Africa because it's the motherland. And I don't understand why more countries don't do what I think Ghana is doing it, where, the moment, like in Israel. Israel policy, feet to earth. They should have the same thing. Feet to earth. Any Jew after the Nazis, any Jewish person anywhere on the planet, just no matter how you're being treated, get to Israel. The moment you set your foot to earth on the soil, you're a citizen. The same thing we have with Cuba, foot to earth. That's why you see all the Cubans jumping off the boat trying to run into Miami. Because if they catch them on the boat, they can send them back. If their feet touch the ground, they let them go. That's why you see them letting some of them go. Once your feet. I say when African Americans come back home, African National Congress come back home. All the African nations, whatever you want to go back. Once you set foot there, you are a citizen. I think there would become an exodus like you wouldn't believe. And I want to go to Stevie Wonder, just moved there to Ghana. And Stevie Wonder said the reason he moved because he didn't want to have raise his daughter in a country where she got to wear a shirt to say her life matters, which makes sense. But I hear so much about Africa. I'm dying to move there, period.
Man by Miguel. What inspired the name?
we went through it and GFL, they helped me come up with it. But it's Manned by Miguel, but MBMs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be MBM, but Manned by Miguel, short MBMs. And I think Man is Miguel A. Nunez, so it's my name.
Oh.
Man, you never knew that.
I
Miguel Angel Nunez.
Okay. Wow.
See, you learn something new every day.
Yep. Guys, everyone who's watching, if you have questions to our brother, go ahead and ask your questions. But make sure you're asking questions that can help us grow as a community. People like him hardly come around. So when we have the chance, we need to talk to him, learn how we need to continue supporting him, learn what we need to be doing as a community so it can make it easy for him to help us. I think that is the next question I should ask you. What do you think as a community we need to be doing to help you get to where you want to be?
Me or African Americans? Me, all you got to do is support Manned by Miguel. That's what I want you to do, because a lot of the proceeds that we're going to portion of all sales are going to go to charities.
Oh.
And we're going to donate. The more money we make, the more we're going to donate to charities. And matter of fact, we've already talked about mostly charities in Africa and single mother charities here, because I believe single mothers is a serious issue. And I think you should support the shoes, because a lot of this money will go right back into Africa. We have plans for Africa, all over Africa. We have plans for the charities. And if you got charities yourself, send them to us. We can donate money to you as well. And I want you to take this Manned by Miguel, and I want you to spread the word, share it, and let's get it going. And when we come there, I promise you, I'm going to come there. We're going to have a good time.
Now, if life actually was a race, I feel like our community, our people are actually running. I don't know if we are last, but we're somewhere not at the top. What do you think we have to start doing as a community so we can get ahead of anyone?
We got to come together. It's so much money in Africa. There's so much money here. The Black community, think about Africa could be heaven on earth if everybody got together. But the key is, that was the whole thing. If you divide, you can easily conquer. That's what they're happening in America.
Yeah.
If you get everybody came together in America, but you keep everybody divided, you're this, you're that. Now you can do anything you want with a people who are divided. And they have divided African Americans in Africa. That's all they've been doing, is dividing us. If African Americans and Africans are all together, if we came together, we'd be unstoppable. Unstoppable. There's so much mineral wealth in Africa. And then the Chinese got these companies over there, and Exxon oil. If I was in any, I promise you on God, Exxon is going to be gone. Or it makes no sense that they over there in drilling oil, and all of the pipes are leaking and messing up for the whole neighborhood. Why won't they donate just $1 million a month? That's nothing for the oil companies. For every community within 100-mile radius, pave the streets. But they're not. They're not doing anything for them. If we came together collectively, you could get a better deal. I promise you, I could go over there and work out a better deal. And if we all came together, as long as we're divided, we're never going to accomplish as much as we could do together.
The family business. How is the project going?
Family Business, we are shooting our 5th season right now. You can watch Family Business. It's on Netflix. Hey, I like that show. It's on Netflix. You see that one? I need that one. It's on Netflix and BET, but we're in our 5th season right now. We're shooting it as we speak right now, and it's fire. It's just exploded here. It was on BET and Prime Video for the last 3 years, and then Netflix took it over. And once it got on Netflix, it was like somebody put a booster rocket on it.
One thing I know, it's easy to start, but what did you do to make sure you stay, not only consistent, but you're still doing it like it was just yesterday?
Everybody asked that same question. My first TV series was 87. And I've been on TV series ever since. I think that it's just continue to stay in your lane and continue to do good work. Now, I could have said, I want to go out and be this bad guy. You know what? I want to go out and be the lover. No, I stayed in my lane being the funny guy today. If you stay in your lane, you can go further. Because if you stay in your lane, you're going this way. If you try to change lanes, you're going this way. You're not going forward. You're moving over. So I just stay in my lane, do what I do. And everything you do it the best that you can possibly do it. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Don't worry about how somebody else is doing. Concentrate on yourself and what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you stay focused like that, there's nothing that can stop you.
I want to ask you the question again. Your relationship with GFL, G Money.
Ah,
How did you get to meet him?
G Money, I don't know. I think God sent him to me. That's the bottom line. God sent him to me because, like I said, I was looking and I found him. And I if none of this would be possible without G. The look, the styles, everything. Haley, everybody at GFL. Let me tell you something. If you want your own shoe line, I promise you, no one's gonna do better than GFL. And I did my research. Period.
No.
They're the best at quality, style, dedication, teamwork. They have every single aspect covered. I was like, okay, so what about this? Okay, hold on. Oh wow. Okay, but when we get ready to go, what about this? Oh no, slow down. Every single thing I came up, everything I thought about, every concern I had, it was addressed, and it wasn't just dressed from a mouth. It was addressed by a team that he had put together and assembled. And all of the team members are experts in their area. They work hard day and night every day. You're never going to get the teamwork and dedication if you want to do a shoe line or than you would with GFL. I promise you, hands down.
Oh.
And the photo shoot, every single aspect of it,
Yep.
every aspect of this experience has been on a grade A 100 level. And if it wasn't, believe me, I'll tell y'all.
Wow. Is there any topics or any questions you were expecting to ask you, probably maybe that I did not bring up?
No, I'm an interviewer. I like to, whatever you ask, I'm ready.
Okay. When are you planning to go to Cameroon?
As soon as GFL fly me out there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I think you like it.
I know I'll like it. I've heard a lot about it. As a matter of fact, if you go on my Instagram, M Nunez, MNUNEZJR, right?
Yeah.
If you go there, you're gonna see I posted several things about Africa because I'm always doing the same thing. There's some kid, I don't know if you've seen him. He's like a young guy. He said, I'm going to tell you, all you people, what you think about it, because most people in America are ignorant to Africa. We have been brainwashed by the images that we have been sent here, under the hunger and the flame and the flies on all of that stuff, But Africa is so much more beautiful than that. So this kid goes, I'm going to show you something. And he did this video, and it's on mine. And it's the most advanced, beautiful, incredible, luxurious cities in Africa. And everybody's like, right, that's Africa. And you can look at thousands and thousands. Oh my God, is that Africa? Oh my God, is that Africa? So all we need to do is expose the lies that have been told about Africa. Yeah. And if we take, I'm talking to G, to take a contender, me, Vivica Fox, Terrence Howard, Clifton Powell, Jamie Foxx, bring everybody over there, right? And now they start live streaming back. Everybody was like, look at the restaurant, look at this place. Oh, wow, that's Africa. Oh my God, I want to go. Because when I reposted what that kid sent me, at least 1,000 people go, oh my God, I didn't know. Oh my God, you can go through and count me. Oh, now I'm going to visit now. Oh God, I'm going to visit now. Oh my God, I'm going to visit now. Because how many times have you seen anybody other than that kid posting selfies, live streaming from beautiful locations now? I haven't seen one by in America. That's the key. That's the key.
Wow.
Expose the lies, show the difference. That kid, he's probably got 100,000 views on just that one he put together. And that's the key, is to expose the lies and hypocrisy. Because if we took a video, I could take a video here in America and it look worse than anything you ever see. I can go get all the hood, and I can get the homeless people walking around cracked out and all of that. But if you show just the negative, then everybody's gonna have a negative view of it.
That's true.
And I think that's what's going on. Because when I went to Africa, it was beautiful and I had an amazing time. And it exposed me to the lies that are being exposed about Africa.
What is the future for? I know the launch for Man by Miguel is coming up. Tell us about it, please.
That's going to be on the 29th. We're going to be in Los Angeles, for the whole BET experience. We have so many different, we have several other things planned for it, but we have the big launch on the 29th. So it's going to be at the W Hotel in Hollywood.
Invite only.
Invite only.
It's a huge event.
You guys get on the plane, you can come.
Okay. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, brother.
Thank you very much
too,
for coming.
Man. I enjoyed it, brother.
This is just
and me
good.
and you're awesome too. So we worked together all weekend, and he's talking about me. This is one of the people that I'm talking about. Your personality, it's like what I'm talking about. Pleasure to work with. No American tripping. That's all I can say.
What would be your final words to our audience?
Follow your dreams. Never give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can do something or that you can't do something. If you dream it, you can do it. Just believe in yourself. And you may have to go through some things. I went through that. I was hungry. I had no food. This right here, my gum. I was so hungry and I didn't know what it was, but I found out it was malnutrition. But I used to sleep like, yeah, because if you did like this, it would send shockwaves. I thought it was, I didn't know what it was, but it was malnutrition. And I didn't care. I used to go to the Hyatt Regency wishing well downtown, and I look around, and every time that somebody leave, I slide some quarters just to go get something to eat. Whatever I had to do, I say, oh, it's going to be too hard. How am I going to do that? What am I going to do when I get there? How am I going to eat when I get there? If you tell yourselves all these things, all you're doing is creating roadblocks for yourself.
That's true.
You're creating roadblocks for yourself. How am I going to do that? Now you got to figure that out. Me, I'm going to do that. So I don't even have that roadblock. Move out of the way. Don't create roadblocks for yourself. It may be hard. You may have to go through some things, but it's for you. And if you really believe in yourself, go for it. That's my advice to anybody, no matter what it is. And you may have to uproot and go somewhere else to do it.
That's true.
You may have to leave. You may have to take yourself out of your comfortable environment like I did. I'd never been to a city because, like I said, I was born in New York, but I was given away at 3. So I didn't really know what a city was. I was raised in a deep, deep, deep country. And that's the period, bottom line.
Oh, thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
I hope to be in Atlanta.
Yeah. No, LA.
LA. I hope to be in LA for the launch.
I hope you do. GS, I'm gonna make them bring you something. Go ahead.
Okay, G, no,
he's gonna bring you. Because we need you to be filming the whole thing. Because we're gonna be going. He's going to the world with me. We need somebody, and I can take the camera person. You can follow us everywhere we go. Get the whole experience.
Okay. I think it was a fine one. Go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and let us know what you think. The small Toridey update time for today.